Hello and welcome. My name is Mina and on this channel we do art stuff. Today what I have for you guys is a bit of an art haul. This is from a few different orders and there's from two shops, well, two places, Amazon and Jackson's Art here in the UK. I'm going to start with the Amazon ones first. I've already gone ahead and undid the packaging so I can open the boxes easier for you guys. But this first one is a storage item. It's just a storage unit thing that has lots of little compartments in it. I'll see if I can open it up and show you. I got this mainly to organize my watercolors, my watercolor tubes, and hopefully this will be the right size for what I need. I ordered a different one initially that ended up being the wrong size, and the little cubbies in it weren't the right size, and these dividers actually come out and are adjustable, so I can adjust it to be, each divider to be the size I need it to be, so that should work perfectly. I will try and link everything below this video for you guys if you're interested in any of it. So that's the little box. Sorry for any camera shake. I'll try and avoid that as much as possible. The second package came in this box. It seems a bit excessive for what's inside, but I really been wanting to get this book for a while now, and so finally decided to get it. This is Color Choices by Quiller. It's a book out, basically it's a really good book on color theory, covers lots of really good things. Sorry, that's not a really good description of it, but I've seen this book reviewed by several different artists and everyone recommends it as being a really good source book for learning about color theory and just in general as a reference book as well. And I have a fairly good understanding of color theory, I think anyway, but it's always nice to have stuff laid out for you in a way that makes sense. Plus there's a really good resource in here as it's called the Quiller, Quiller color wheel, I think that's what it's called. It's a really lovely guide and shows you where different colours land on the colour wheel spectrum. To be quite honest, this was a resource I was really interested in having, so that's why one of the reasons I got it. That and the rest of the book looks delightful from what I've seen in the reviews of it, so I was really interested in that one. And then Amazon had this watercolour paper on for a really good price, and it's the Canson Heritage, so it's 100% cotton, 300 GSM, £140 paper. It's 9 by 12 inches and I got two pads. There's 12 sheets in each one. It was on a really good deal. I've never seen it at that sort of price before, so I grabbed a couple of pads of those. So that's everything that I got from Amazon, so I'll put those aside. First, Jackson's order. I placed this a couple of weeks ago when they were having a sale on some of the sketchbooks and pads, and so I thought I would grab a couple. Oh, and I got a couple of little sample pads as well. So I got two of the Stonehenge, Legion Stonehenge papers, little sample sizes. So this is their regular watercolor paper, £140, cold press, 100% cotton. And then I also got their cold press heavy, the Aqua cold press heavy, and this is £300, so a lot heavier. Like literally just like cardboard, this stuff, it's really thick. And also cold press 100% cotton, sorry, losing my words. So I got these two to play around with. I have tried this paper before, but I just can't resist something that's cute and tiny. And then, oh, I also got two brushes. I kind of forgot I did that. But I got, yeah, so I got two brushes. I got a size 6 in the Princeton Aqua Elite and a size 2 in the Escoda Perla synthetic brushes. So I will have to try those out soon. So that's those two. Then I got a 8 by 10 book of the Stillman and Burn sketchbook. This is their beta series, mixed media, good for dry and wet media watercolor ink. It's cold press, heavyweight, 270 GSM I believe is the weight of this paper. Yeah, 270 GSM, it's white cold press. I had a small little pocket size version of this, which I did a sort of a week-long experiment to try and fill the sketchbook in a week. It was really small and it was kind of like just a color play, and I'll probably do a little flip through of that at some point soon. But I enjoyed the paper so much that I decided to get a bigger version of this sketchbook. It's not cotton paper, but it's and watercolors react very differently on it than they do on cotton paper, but I kind of enjoyed it and it was a really fun, and for a sketchbook I think it's going to be really enjoyable to play around with. Then the other thing I got was this sketchbook. Oops, upside down. It's actually quite weighty. I'm surprised how heavy this is. So you can see my camera there reflected in the plastic. So this is the Jackson's watercolor sketchbook. It's 160 GSM, so it's fairly lightweight, but it does have lots of pages. This comes with 60 sheets, and apparently it's good for both wet and dry media. I'm going to open this one and check out the paper because I've never tried this one before. And yeah, I kind of wanted to use this as a swatching book, I guess, of sorts. Not just swatches, but sort of swatching different color stories and experimenting and things like that, because it was fairly inexpensive. It comes with lots of pages, and yeah, oh, it's got a really nice texture to it, and yeah, lots and lots of pages. So it's not super thick paper, it's actually fairly thin watercolor paper, but it's I think it'll be good for like as a swatch book. Let me see if I can show you guys the texture in that. I'm not sure if you'll see that on the camera or not. And yes, that's really lovely paper. I mean, it feels really nice, so we'll see what it's like to be painted on. I've seen a couple of reviews of it. Like I said, it is thin, but I think it will be good for the purpose that I got it for. And yeah, so I got these mainly because they were on sale. Grabbed a couple of paintbrushes while I was at it, and these little sample blocks. So that was the sample pads. This was the first thing that I'd first order from Jackson's. My most recent order from Jackson's actually just came this morning, and this is slightly bigger. Now, I have mainly been focused on watercolors for this last year. I only picked up watercolors actually pretty much a year ago. It is now March 2021. I'm not entirely sure when this video is going to go up, so it might not be for a while, but I only started with watercolors a year ago, and I thought, you know what, whilst I'm not the most experienced watercolor artist or just the most experienced artist at all, I think maybe one day I'll sit down and do a bit of a about me sort of video. But I just thought it'd be really fun to start a channel and share some of my experiences as I'm learning and moving through this new creative journey that I'm on. So one of the things that I've become more interested in recently has been exploring other mediums alongside my watercolors to create art alongside watercolors. So there's some stuff rolling around in here, so I'm hoping nothing has been damaged. Out the way. Okay, so first thing to spot here is a little test pack of Sennelier oil pastels. So I've been interested in trying out oil pastels for a couple of reasons, and I've never tried them before. And Sennelier are like meant to be the best. The Sennelier oil pastels were actually created for Pablo Picasso, which was pretty cool. So I got that little test pack, which was really affordable actually, and I'm looking forward to trying these out. I was also interested in trying out the Derwent tinted charcoal pencils, so I got a small 6-pack of those. Again, these were for available for a very good price, and like I said, I wanted to try it out. I've tried their Graphitint pencils and I really like those, so hopefully those will be good too. What's in this? Oh, this is masking fluid. This is Jackson's own brand masking fluid, which I got to use obviously for my watercolors. And it's just the little jar, again very affordable, and just needed some masking fluid. Oh, this is what was rolling around. Okay, so for the pastels I got a fixative spray as well. This is Jackson's own brand pastel fixative. So that was what I was hearing rolling around in the box, so I was a bit concerned at first, but yeah, there we go. I'll grab these two out, I'll open those in a second. I also got some samples. So this is a little sample of some sanded art paper. So again, for the pastels, I know you can use oil pastels on most types of paper without any issues, but I wanted to try some more specific pastel paper as well. Another thing I'm also looking at trying is soft pastels as well as oil pastels, and I have an order of soft pastels coming in soon. Actually, they were supposed to be here yesterday, but there was a delay, so that'll be in another haul, I guess. But so yeah, I wanted to get some pastel paper to try out as well. So this was a little sample that I got from Jackson's. This was I just picked up some single sheets of pastel paper in this green and this cream color to try out. These are just A4 size, so roughly 8 by 11 and a bit, 8 1/4 by 11 and a bit inches. So I got those to try out. And then they do have a sample pack of 6/4 sheet pack of non-sanded pastel paper. They also have a sanded one as well, but they didn't have any of that left in stock. But I got their non-sanded one to try out as well with the pastels. And again, there's several different brands and types in here and colors. So there's this one. Oh, that one is quite pretty. That's got an interesting texture on it. And there's this one and this one. So I thought these would just be fun to experiment with the pastels. Like I said, I've never used pastels before, and I thought it would just be fun. I've got plenty of watercolor paper that I can practice on as well, and I know that you can use pastels on watercolor paper. So those are those. Then these two little boxes. So we will open these up. If I can. Don't worry, these scissors aren't actually all that sharp, so before anyone gets concerned. Okay, so, and by the way, Jackson's packaging is all very eco-friendly. It's all cardboard boxes, paper tape, and even their packing peanuts, they're actually water soluble, so they just dissolve in water. My daughter loves doing that. She loves just like holding them under the tap and watching them disappear. So I picked up 4 colours of the Neocolor ones, Caran d'Ache Neocolor ones. I've actually really been enjoying playing with these as a resist in watercolours. I learnt about this from another YouTuber artist, Irit Landgraf, and she started doing this recently, and I was really intrigued by it. And I got a white and a grey, and it was really quite fun, and I thought I'd add a few colours to the mix as well. So I got them in olive green, I think it was Sahara yellow, yeah, Sahara yellow, carmine, and I think this one is Prussian blue, yes. So olive green, Sahara yellow, carmine, and Prussian blue. I might get a few other colours over time, but for now I just thought a nice basic set would work pretty well. And the second box, there's a few more bits in it. So, oh, I got more of the paper sample pads, I guess. Okay, yep, so I got 2 more of the Legion Stonehenge Aqua cold press paper pads, the regular £140 and the heavy £300. It's got another set of those. I got a ruling pen, so this is to use with the masking fluid. I've never used a ruling pen before, but I've heard it's really good at getting fine lines with masking fluid, and I've been struggling with that, so I thought I would give this a try and see how that works. Oh, and I also got a paper sample of Jackson's Two Rivers paper. Jackson's has a section on their website for samples and testing, test packs and stuff like that. So it's a really good place to go and look for like little testing samples. I'll leave a link to it below as well, but it's fairly affordable. I think this was like 50p to try out some of the papers, so it's always a good option to check out. Oh, I've also got some little blending stumps to use with the pastels. So some blending stumps. And so blending stumps, what they are really is just really tightly wound paper. And then I got some additional Sennelier oil pastels as well as the sample pack. which has 6 in it, which seems like an awfully large tin for just 6 pastels when they're only this big. And I picked up 5 additional colours as well to try out. So I got Naples yellow, olive green, pink, turquoise blue and coral. So yeah, I thought those would be really fun to try. Let me open this test pack so you can see what these colours look like. Yeah, so there's 6 in here. And the colours in this one, we've got white, yellow lake, permanent intense red, ultramarine blue, medium green and black. So I think all of those together will make a nice little starter set to play around with. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have lots of fun with these, and yeah, so I'm excited to try these out. I'll probably do a separate video where I swatch out these colours and play around with them a little bit to show you some of the ideas that I have for it. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. It's a bit of a mess on my table now, but I will go and tidy that up. And yeah, thank you for joining me. I hope to see you again soon. If you like this video, please subscribe, like the video, leave me a comment below. I look forward to chatting with some of you. There's also a little leaflet in the Sennelier sample box with information about some of their other supplies that they sell. I actually really love the Sennelier watercolors as well, so it was exciting to try something else by them as well now. There'll probably be a couple of other videos coming up where I'm trying out these different supplies, the pastels, the tinted charcoal, and you know, other things. If you're interested in seeing videos about any of these supplies in particular, please do let me know. I would love to hear from you. All right, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye.